welcome to Good Morning World, your one-stop shop to environmental tragedies. Half of the world has gone up in flames and we're here to point fingers. I'm your host, Jim McFarland. Today we're having a guest talk about some of the most tragic nuclear meltdowns filled with blood, guts, and all the radiation you can imagine. Fukushima and the 3 Mile Island. Allie McAllerson will be educating you all about how we should never look forward to nuclear power because it damages the environment so tragically well. So, without further ado, Allie McAllerson, we're listening. And thank you so much for having me, Jim. Yes, there seems to be a lot of confusion as to the scale of what the nuclear disasters actually were like. The truth is, Jim, they actually didn't do a whole lot of damage to the environment. The most they did actually was get the public to fear nuclear power. Oh, I think we can take her off right now, right? Oh no, that won't be necessary. Most seem to be uneducated about the 3 Mile Island and Fukushima. I actually put a couple of clips together of me asking questions to some bystanders. If you would show them. Victoria!
What?
Do you know what Fukushima is?
Yes.
What is it?
Some Japanese thing. It's probably got bombed. I don't know. Something like that.
Idiot. It's Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
No. Fukushima. Oh, I was close.
Alright. Do you know what Fukushima is?
Yes.
What is
Wasn't it one of the cities that we dropped an atomic bomb on?
Yeah.
Close. What about the 3 Mile? What about the 3? It has something to do with nukes. Anyway, what about the 3 Mile Island?
No, I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. I don't really think anyone would know.
Okay, well that makes me feel better. I
Yeah,
guess.
no, nobody knows.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Do you want to know what it is?
I do want to know what it is.
Okay, it's nuclear meltdowns that weren't that actually bad, but people think that they were super bad.
There was Chernobyl was a nuclear thing, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that one was a bad one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, miss, do you know about the 3 Mile Island?
So, as you can see, that most people don't actually know that Fukushima and everything happened. And if they did, they think it was some huge disaster.
It's because it was
Sorry,
a
Jim.
disaster.
No, you're wrong. It actually wasn't a huge disaster. This is an environmental news website thing, right?
So many people died.
No, nobody died during the
Died!
actual incident. Actually, during Fukushima, more people died during the wrongful evacuation than actually the actual incident.
And all that radiation? What about all the radiation?
You actually consume
Allie.
more radiation in a year just by being outside than what was released during these accidents. So they both actually have a couple things in common. There was no deaths during the accidents, and there was no post-cancer or radiation poisoning to any of the inhabitants around. What went wrong was actually due to human error and not necessarily to the plant having a problem. It's all due to a human either ignoring what one of the safety measures or them just not doing their job correctly. In Fukushima, it got hit by an earthquake and then a resulting tsunami, and it still didn't do as much damage as what people might have assumed would happen. With the 3 Mile Island, someone actually turned off the coolant when it needed coolant because they thought that there was too much coolant. So all of this was actually human error, and with more training, more knowledge, nuclear energy could actually be the way to the future.
And that's about as much time as we can give to that segment. Coming up next, solar power. What even?